Hey there everybody, I'm Michael. I'm going to be your guide through this fantastic presentation about Cheri Samba. It's going to be a wild ride, so buckle up. Let's turn on some tunes. That's nice, wow. Enjoy your snacks that Soraya hopefully brings for us because I'm hungry, and try to stay awake to my incredibly monotone voice. Born and raised in the Democratic Republic of Congo, Cheri Samba is a well-known contemporary artist. Many of his pieces can be found in the Centre Jour, located in Paris and in the Museum of Modern Art in New York. Samba's work reflects on life in Africa and compares it to the modern world that we now live in. The first painting we'll be looking at is known as L'Employeur et l'Employé, which translates to the employer and the employee. It depicts two grown men struggling to dig into the earth to find some cash. The man on the right wears a bright red suit and is standing on top of an already sizable amount of money, so he clearly is doing pretty well for himself. The man on the left, however, is dressed in average clothes and has no money to show for his efforts. Viewers get to see the struggle between the rich and the poor. The rich are never satisfied and will do whatever they can to get richer, even if it's at the expense of the lower class. Samba shows how greedy people can be and how some people can just never be truly satisfied. It's also a little trippy to see Samba's face on both of these men, but that's really just kind of his thing. He figured, why portray someone else's face when I'm the one creating it? Samba's painting, Little Kidego, depicts a young Congolese soldier, also known as a Kidego. The child is showing his hands as a sign of surrender, but behind his back comes a third hand holding a gun. This hand is meant to belong to General Lubanga, who was a military leader known for using child soldiers because of their vulnerability and obedience. Seems like a terrible guy. The child has basically no imperfections, and his face shows his youth and innocence. Samba wants viewers to realize that these child soldiers had their lives ahead of them, but didn't even get to grow up because they were forced into war. It is recognized as one of his most meaningful and famous pieces. Pretty depressing to think about though. Cheri Samba's J'aime le couleur, translating to I like color, is one of his most famous paintings. He created this piece in 2003 and used acrylic paint and glitter on a large canvas. Samba takes a contemporary approach to this painting and wanted to appeal to people's consciousness through the bright colors and unusual human depiction. In this particular piece, he paints his own head and shoulders as if it is a long ribbon flowing back and forth, making up his face. The bright colors bring a sense of life to the image, while the figure is distorted. Because the human figure is portrayed as a long ribbon, it can be seen that Samba saw the human being as imperfect or disfigured, or maybe just wanting to appear whimsical. He also claimed that one would need to have a constantly spiraling head to be able to see all the wonderful colors and aspects of the modern world. Samba, like many other artists, past and present, used the human body as his muse. Different cultures portray themselves very differently than others, whether it be for spiritual reasons, or to flaunt power, or just to show their ideal person. Samba uses his pictures of the body to show cultural problems like poverty, greed, fear, and anger. Art is a very important medium for the voices of the little guy, or the average person to be heard, and it will continue to be prevalent in society as long as there are still people on this earth. Thank you guys for listening. That is all we got.